guys need to see anything, then please just let me know and I can show you up closer. All right, so we're gonna put one coat of brown all on this, and your brown is probably gonna take a couple coats to get a really full coverage, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna do this a shabby chic style. So if you're using the orange, that may also take a couple coats if you want a really thick coverage, but this is what I'm gonna go for, okay? That's the look I'm gonna go for. Get my fingerprints off the sides that I just did. Okay, so now we're gonna let that dry. We're gonna do them all. Oh, you're very welcome, Karen. What size are the woods? They are 2 7-inches, a 6 and a 5, I think. 2 8-inches, a 7-inch, a 6-inch, and a 5-inch. I'm so glad you guys like the fox. I really am. He was adorable, I thought. I like to put different things in your kit so that you're not always getting like a banner. I loved the banner, and I thought about doing a fall banner for you guys, but I like doing different things. You guys are gonna love next month's. I will share it tomorrow, okay? I'll share. You got a blue raspberry, Dum Dum, or that's the one I got. That's the one that was in mine. I'm not a fan of blue raspberry. Do you like blue raspberry, Lee? I'm not a blue raspberry fan. Although the people that love it are obsessed with it. So the way I'm doing this one, we are actually going to use our letters as a stencil. If you do yours orange, you're going to just use the actual letters. You got one. There is one thing that I've had in blue raspberry that I was like, this is good, and I cannot remember what it was. So apparently it didn't intrigue me too much if I can't even remember what it was. Ooh, you got a peach mango. There's a fly around here. Peach mango, yum. Peach mango would be my favorite probably. Butterscotch, root beer. Oops, those are my favorite too. So make sure, you saw me doing like this on here and then some of this up here, but then once you're done, make sure you go the whole length of the board. Now, it's just gonna make your paint strokes look a little bit nicer. Figure out what side of your board is going to be the prettiest, and that's the one you're gonna wanna use on the front. I mean, I try to get you guys pretty good wood. Sometimes it's out of my control, but I try to get it pretty good for you guys. There might be some nicks and mars that might be on there. Turns your tongue blue, that's right. There might be some nicks and mars on your wood, but if it is, then the other side should be good, because I definitely make sure that if you have a piece of wood that has like a defect in it, that the other side is good. If it wasn't, then I wouldn't have sent it to you. All right, we're gonna let these dry, and we're gonna go ahead and paint our stems. You may have to knock off some of the burrs on the stems. I can't wait to get you guys' next month's. I can't wait. But I will show you tomorrow what next month's is. Next month's, this color is the brown oxide. Yep. If you got the kit, then you got the brown oxide. But if not, if you didn't get a kit, that is what color we're using. Oh, please don't get on my shirt. I should have worn my apron. I typically wear an apron when I'm crafting like this. Okay, so for your acorn, I believe, let me double check on this one. Pretty sure I did the top, the darker color. So we're gonna paint the top, the darker. And this one will probably take a couple coats as well. Make sure you get the edges. Did I miss the end on the second piece? That'll probably just be the side that I glue down, and so it's okay. So to do the bottom part of our acorn, I'm gonna mix a little bit of white. With our brown to just give it a little bit of a different color, to make it lighter. Let's go ahead and mix that up. All right. Please, oh please, a sneak preview. It's upstairs. It is upstairs. I will show you tomorrow for sure. You guys will love it. I promise you love it. Yes, Violet. I just checked on yours today. And did you ever get last month's, Violet? I think there's still one of yours in La La Land though. The one that went to a different address that never made it. Well, make sure you can pin the group so that you can find it easy next time, for sure. Okay, now this one's painted. Thank you to whoever told me. I thought you were talking about it's gonna come on here. If you're peeling and it tends to lay here, lay it back down, rub it a little bit more, and then pull off some more. They should come off fairly easy. Thicker letters and thicker designs usually pull off a little bit easier than thinner ones. So we're gonna put this right here. And we're gonna just take our credit card or whatever you want to use and press it down, and then you're going to peel the transfer tape off just like that. So we're going to do that with all of them. And then on this design, like I said, the orange one, you're just going to use the letters as is. And if you want to do it this way, if you like the brown look and you want to leave your letters on this way, you can do that as well. But I'm actually going to put paint over them, and then we're going to peel them off. I'll show you. And that's what's going to create a little bit of the shabby look. It's going to be a little bit more rustic. Don't stick there yet. Okay. There we go. And the last one, we're not putting anything on it because that's the one that we're going to put the acorn on. Okay, so put a little bit of paint on here and we're just going to drag. And I'm going to go all over it, okay? So if you have a palette knife, that would work on here too. But I'm gonna go I'm sorry, I'm all over here out of the camera. I don't even know what I'm thinking. But I'm gonna do the whole thing. Okay, just like that. Give it a little, just a little bit more dimension. And now I'm gonna take the lighter color and I'm gonna do this one. So I'm just doing the browns versus the whites that was on the picture. Just then paint the top real quick. And I'm gonna do a full coat of white on the top. But on the edges, I'm just gonna do I'm not gonna do full coverage, okay? I'm just doing it very lightly. And we're gonna do that on the entire block. If you have a little bit of a heavy hand and you feel like you put too much on, it's okay, we can sand off. And I'm gonna show you how to do that as well. All right, so now we're just gonna do the white and we're just gonna paint over our letters. We're just doing a really light coat, but a pretty decent coverage. Just like that, okay? You can still see some brown in here, but that's okay. Once we peel these letters off, then our lettering is going to be the brown color that's going to show through from them. You can't get your letters off. Are you talking about from the paper, Andrea? So sometimes they like to be finicky. You have this tool, right? Because you've been in the group for a while. You have this tool. Use this tool and kind of get it off the blue paper a little bit, your little pointed side, and get it stuck to your transfer tape, and then it should peel pretty easy. They can be finicky sometimes. This would look really cool. This effect would look good with the orange as well. So definitely, if you don't want the bright pop of orange, but you want orange on it, you could do it that way. You could do this where you did the orange in place of the brown. So there's that one, okay? Let me know if you get those, Andrea. If you guys ever have any problems, I know that some of you guys have had problems with some of the vinyl and I've sent you new ones. Don't ever hesitate to ask me if it screws up and you need a new one. Now you're gonna see that I'm going one way with my brush strokes, okay? You wanna make sure that you stay that way. Don't go side to side. You always wanna go with the grain. Hopefully you're getting it, Andrea. To do this technique, I am not loading up my paintbrush with a ton of paint, okay? That's how we're getting the look where it's not covered all the way. Okay, I think those are good. Now this one, you haven't gotten it yet, Andrea? Bummer. Well, sometimes you gotta walk away. I'm not gonna lie. There are times where I've tried to do stuff and it just wasn't working. So I've had to walk away and say, okay, I'm gonna try it later. So this one, I'm gonna do the whole thing. We're not gonna have a letter to peel off this one, but your embellishment on this one is gonna be your little acorn and then your ribbons. Okay, let's get all these dry, and then we'll peel the paint off. Or not the paint, we'll peel the letters off. And I think I am gonna add some white onto these too. All right. So now we're gonna peel your letters off. If you're gonna use this little tool that has the little points on it, just be very careful because you can nick your wood. So you just wanna go right underneath it and peel it up. It'll probably tear it, but that's okay. We're not reusing this at all. Check that out. It's backwards. You got it, Andrea. Nancy, these are a one and done. Yes, these stencils are a one and done. So after you peel it, you're not gonna be able to use it again. Because it's vinyl, it's gonna stretch when you pull it off, and there's just no way to save it. If we wanted to create a true stencil that we could use over, we'd have to use a different material. All right. I'm just gonna do the edges, even though I did all throughout the acorn with the brown. I'm just gonna do the edges here. Super cute. And then we'll do this one. All right, so now I'm gonna do white and brown. Let's get some brown. I'm gonna do all the colors probably on the edges of our blocks. Definitely the aqua because I love the aqua. And that's just kind of how I roll. It's my color. I mean, it can be your color too. I don't own it. You love it all, but the acorn has your heart. You like the acorn. I'm so glad. Okay, so there it is with some aqua around it. I'm gonna let that dry and do the A. And then we'll do some brown. Whoa, don't do that. So I'm just dipping the end of my, hi Andrea, I'm just dipping the end of my little tool in paint and then dragging it along the edge. That's all I'm doing. We're gonna do that to all of our blocks. And I think I'm gonna fall in love with this style. And we are gonna do the big one too. The big one you wanna do it because it has to match just like the others do. Okay. Oh, I love them. me do a little bit more on this one because I don't think I did very much. I was being generous on all the others and not this one. Yes, the aqua does look, it really pops on the white. And then let's do, I'm going to use my white brush, but so I will tell you, this was an oopsie on my part. Now, since some of this is dry, let's go ahead and do some darker brown along the edge with our teal, our aqua. Here, I'll hold it up. So there it has the brown and the aqua color. Super pretty. I think I'm gonna love this style, you guys. I do love the orange. Orange is very traditional, but I'm not very traditional, so I really like this. That's so funny. Now you know it was for the candy. He's like, is your craft box here? When's your craft box gonna be here? That's so funny. That's adorable. I mean, whatever it takes, right? For your husband to be excited about these kits too. Oh, that is one of the challenges, Pam, definitely. I mean, these can turn out so many different ways, and I know that that is one of the challenges. They make it hard for you guys to decide and pick which style you want to do. You could do a whiteboard with aqua letters, okay? So if you did that, if you wanted aqua letters, you'd paint your board aqua and then overlay it in white. There's so many variations of things that you can do with the 4 colors that I gave you. So many variations. All right, almost done. And then we're gonna just glue it and put it all together. Okay. All right, let's sneeze now real quick. If I don't have orange, it's not gonna match the other orange stuff that we have. There you go. There's all 3 colors mixed in on the edges. Oh, are you healing? Well, Andrea, I hope you are on the mend from surgery. Oh, I got a lot on that one. I love this style, you guys. I can't wait to see what you guys pick. I love seeing everybody's creations. Next month's gonna be fun to see all the different variations. And I gotta find your freebie piece for next month. It's Harvest Orange. Yes, Harvest Orange. Ooh, that's too much paint. Okay, now fine. We're gonna cut a little bit off. And you're gonna cut each of your ribbons into 3 sections. So I basically folded it to where it's 3 even sections. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut the loops. That's how you get your even-ish. And then we'll do the same thing with your white. All right, let's lay these down. Let's do some that way. We're just gonna do our crisscross. The white or the brown ribbon is a little thick, so what I'm doing is I'm bunching it up a little bit like this before I lay it down, and it's gonna help it kind of all tie together. What just happened? So Pam, it probably kept getting interrupted because I just got a phone call. Yeah, not gonna believe what just happened. What happened, Andrea? Your husband found the sucker. So I put 2 whites on the back, and then I laid, yay, Andrea! She just got another order from me. The mailman delivered it. Yay! It's a happy day. So I did the 2 white on the back, and then the 3 brown, and then I did 1 layer of the white on the front. I'm gonna tie it in a knot. And I don't know that I can tie this in a bow, maybe. It's kind of tiny. Well, you got all kinds of stuff to create now, Andrea. I did get a little tiny bow. Look, you got a little tiny bow. Isn't it cute? I am going to dovetail this white one. I think it needs to be dovetailed. You love happy day. It's a daisy day. You are okay, Kim. You were in a good place. You had a good reason to. All right, let's go ahead and glue our stems on. And the rest of the twine you can put around the stems. And hopefully you have enough. And on the stems, I didn't even tie a full, why does it keep pausing? You got wire for your pumpkins today. The beaded pumpkins we made last night, those were so cute, you guys. So cute. I don't know why it keeps pausing, Bonnie. All right, I put this one on upside down, so it needs some brown paint on the top of the stem. We're just gonna use my finger, how about that? There we go, it's painted. Really? So it's weird for you too, Andrea. Weird. You guys, I love it. I love this style. I love this style. Let's put our acorn on. Typically, Pam, I mean, you can paint the backs. If it's for me, I don't paint them. If it's for someone else, I do. Or if it's going to be on the tiered, like a tiered tray or something, you can paint the backs. Yes. Typically, for ease of time tonight, I did not paint the back. Hiccups are there too. That's weird. Well, I wonder if it's a Facebook thing, because I can't even flip my camera around. I can't do any of that. So I wonder if it's a Facebook thing. I'm gonna glue my ribbon to the base of the large, this one right here. We're just gonna glue that. I'm frozen. Now it's stuck more than a hiccup. I don't know why. There we go. You can add more ribbon if you want a bigger ribbon. There you go. Let's put our little acorn on it. Super cute, super cute. I'm frozen in time. Take a cute picture if I'm frozen in time. While that's drying, we can put that on. Isn't that the cutest? It's so cute. And then these were actually just kind of glued here at the top. Underneath, they were not tied on or anything, so we're just gonna glue them on. Let me see the best way. I think I like it like that. Just a tad bit of glue there. Just little ties on them. Yes, I like it much better just with the I just dipped my finger in that. I like it much better this way. Okay. So remember, I had all the colors like in here. I didn't like it. Did not like it. I mean, they're not even tied in a knot. They're just little, it's just tied. Just like that. Okay? You can decorate them up more if you want though. That's totally up to you. I love these. I'm gonna stand them up and you'll be able to see the differences in both of them, and then you guys can pick which style you like better. I am digging this farmhouse style, I will tell you that. I'm loving it.